class we discuss about the electrode potential. So this is a continue class to the electrode potential. So we know how the electrode potential is developed when we put the electrode into the electrolytic solution. So when we connect the battery or voltmeter, so what happened here? The charges are separated. So we observe the separation of charges. So due to the charges separation, electrode potential potential difference is developed in between the electrode and the electrolytic solution. So here means a cell get a potential. So that is the cell potential. It is represented with the E cell. How we calculate the E cell? E cell means cell potential. Cell potential. So how to calculate the total cell potential? We know this cell is connected with the two half cells. Is having the two half cells. So then we calculate this cell potential and this cell potential. Then we add these two cell potential. Then we get the final total cell potential. That is E cell is equal. So E oxidation potential. So it is the left hand side. So it is the left hand side. So left hand side we know anodic half cell. This is anodic half cell means here what is which reaction is takes place here? Oxidation is takes place. So oxidation means oxidation potential is developed between electrode and electrolytic solution. So this cell potential is known as the E oxidation potential at anode plus. So this is the right hand side half cell. So right hand side half cell we know cathodic half cell. This is a cathode. In this cathodic half cell we observe reduction is takes place. So reduction potential is developed in between the electrode and the electrolytic solution. So this cell potential, this single cell potential is known as is represented with the E reduction potential at cathode. So the both potential, both single cell potential, single cell electrode potential, the combination of the single cell electrode potential, okay, is equal to the total cell potential. So this is the way to calculate the total cell potential. Okay, so from if we consider this is the first equation, here we know E cell is equal to, so E cell is equal to, so it means this equation is rewrite like this. So based on this one, so here oxidation, OP is nothing but oxidation potential at anode. Okay, if we consider only one cell, only single cell that is left hand cell, that is oxidation half cell or anodic half cell. So we know anodic half cell oxidation potential is developed. So E oxidation potential at anode is equal to minus reduction potential of an anode. So this is A. So A means anode. So E oxidation potential at anode is equal to minus of E reduction potential at anode. So then here we rewrite the equation 1 like this. So based on that, E cell is equal to, so E reduction potential at cathode minus of, what is this? E oxidation potential at anode. It is equal to minus of E reduction potential at anode. That's why here we put minus. In this place we write minus E reduction potential at anode. So this is the another equation to calculate the E cell. So most of the problems are depending on this equation. So remember, so most of the problems are depending on this equation. That is E cell is equal to E reduction potential at cathode minus E reduction potential at anode. Okay, so if you consider anode and cathode, that is equal to E oxidation potential at anode plus E reduction potential at cathode. So this is the way to calculate the E cell. So or another way to represent the E cell, that is the total cell potential. E cell is equal to E oxidation potential or reduction potential at cathode. So cathode is the right hand side. So E right, which is takes place reduction potential. We observe the reduction potential at right side minus E anode, that is anode is nothing but the left hand side. So E left. So this is reduction potential. He left hand side minus. Here he put a minus. Okay. So if you consider the plus, that is at this equation to consider. So this is the different ways to calculate the E cell. So finally how to calculate the E cell? So total cell potential is calculated by the combination of the two half cell electrode potential. Okay, electrode potential. Electrode is nothing but single cell potential. So here, so already we discussed in the previous class this one. So remember that one. So here, electrode potential is calculated in two ways. So that is at standard conditions and at non-standard conditions. At standard conditions and at non-standard conditions. Remember. So depending on these conditions, so calculation is different. So remember carefully, listen carefully. Okay, first standard condition. At standard condition, so we calculate the electrode potential. Here. So that potential is called as the standard electrode potential STP. At STP. This is STP, standard conditions. Okay. So standard electrode potential. If we calculate the E cell at standard conditions, that potential is called as the standard electrode potential. So here single electrode is nothing but single half cell. Okay. So here the standard electrode potential is nothing but single oxidation electrode potential or reduction electrode potential. Both are present here. So we calculate from these. So what are the standard conditions? Temperature, pressure and concentration. So temperature is 298 Kelvin according to the IUPAC system. Pressure is taken at 1 atmospheric pressure. Concentration is taken at 1 mole concentration, 1 m concentration, that is 1 mole per liter. So these are the standard conditions. We taken to calculate the standard electrode potential. Okay. So generally temperature, standard temperature is taken as 273 Kelvin. But in the case of galvanic cell, standard temperature is taken as 298 Kelvin. Okay, based on the IUPAC system. Okay, remember one thing. That is, in the galvanic cell, standard temperature is taken as 298 Kelvin. Okay, so pressure is 1 atmospheric pressure. Concentration is 1 m, that is equal to 1 mole per liter. Okay, here this is the standard condition. So what are the non-standard conditions? So non-standard conditions is not equal to standard conditions. So temperature is not equal to 298 Kelvin, pressure is not equal to 1 atmospheric pressure, concentration is not equal to 1 m concentration. See, if we these conditions are not equal to these one, so that conditions are called as the non-standard condition. At these conditions, we calculate the electrode potential. So that potential is called as the non-standard electrode potential. Conditions are NTP. So standard conditions are called as STP conditions. Okay. So here, so at standard conditions we calculate the electrode potential. Okay. So here to calculate the electrode potential, it is very impossible to calculate the single electrode potential. Okay, in the galvanic cell. So here to calculate the single electrode potential, a reference electrode is needed to calculate the electrode potential. A reference electrode. So that reference electrode is having the cell potential. So that cell potential is we know. So known cell potential electrode is used to calculate the single cell potential in the galvanic cell. Okay, that reference electrode potential cell is called as the SHE. SHE is nothing but standard hydrogen electrode. SHE, what is the abbreviation of SHE? Standard hydrogen electrode. So this electrode is used to calculate the single cell potential, whether it is anodic of cell or cathodic of cell. Okay, so that means here if we calculate the anodic of cell potential, so here we connect the anodic of cell potential to standard hydrogen electrode, because already I given, we know the standard hydrogen electrode potential. Okay, in the latter class we discuss about the next class we discuss about the description of standard hydrogen electrode. That is very clear to understand. So what is the use of standard hydrogen electrode? This electrode potential is known. Means this cell is prepared by ours. That is synthetic electrophoresis. Okay, so that potential is we know. Okay, that known potential electrode is used, that is SHE, is used to calculate the single cell potential. For example, we calculate the anodic off cell potential. Means here we don't know anodic off cell potential, but here we use which electrode? SHE we use. So here we connect the right hand side SHE potential. So not for the this side. So we connect the SHE potential. So already we know this potential. So that is reference electrode. SHE is a reference electrode. So already we know that reference electrode potential. Then it is easy to calculate the unknown electrode potential. For and another one. So if we calculate the anodic off cell potential, what we do? So then here we connect the left hand side SHE. SHE is connected to the right hand, left hand side. So because SHE is having the known cell potential. Yes or no? So then that cell potential is used to calculate the unknown cell potential. Unknown cell potential. So finally we get this cell potential and this cell potential by connecting the SHE. So then after then what we did? Easy. Easy is nothing but like E oxidation potential. This potential and plus and this cell potential. So finally we get the total cell potential. So that is the use of the SHE. So in the next class we discuss about the description of SHE. Okay.